Fourth down, Arthur Smith. Okay, so it's timeout Falcons. Arthur Smith thought he didn't like what he saw. We'll bookmark that. Second and goal for the Bills, and the Jags are also in the red zone.
Second down goal. Here comes Allen to the end zone, touchdown. Dawson Knox, the tight end. The Buffalo Bills have their first lead today.
Well, and the Bills really sold it with their formation.
Returner before you bring your hands up. Give yourself a better shot.
Flag down before the snap. ETN in the backfield.
False start. Offense, number 1. 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
And then I'll let you know if I agree or not.
We initially thought Dillon picked up the first down.
Agreed.
It was spotted back at the 10. Packers challenge the spot. We'll see.
Left. He wanted to throw it right on the swing.
We missed one play here. Here comes 3rd and 7 live from TIAA Bank Field.
So the line of scrimmage is now the 14. 5 defensive backs here for Kansas City. Trying to take advantage of excellent field position. Lawrence floats it back in the end zone. Zay Jones. No touchdown. He was out in the back of the end zone trying to snag it.
Jim Quirk, the side judge, all over this one. Watch the first foot. There, and possibly out as well. But the second one doesn't come down at all.
Look at the double box here. Mike Evans just caught a monstrous pass on a catch and run that goes 70 yards for the Buccaneers. But the veteran, he thought he had the speed to get to the end zone. Didn't quite get there as the field goal is up and good. And we finally have scoring in that divisional playoff rematch. Jags 3, Chiefs nothing. Evans 70 yards, and it's 1st and goal, Tampa Bay.
Stepped out of the first tackle attempt and got down to the 6. Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, 3 of the last 4 seasons. Both guys have gone over 1,000 yards, and they've got 5 catches combined in this first half.
It's just so hard to defend him, and we've talked about the injuries in that Bears secondary. It's going to become more and more challenging. So now, what does Dave Canales do? You know,
Situations, this is where they feel
at Ford Field, the Lions have a 4th and 4, kind of in no man's land. They're going.
4th and 4. Stop. Protected. Can't find anyone. Knocked away. Great play.
Evans getting
and the defense for the Seahawks rises to the occasion. Baker Mayfield on 2nd and goal.
Turns and dumps it down. It's White to the 4.
Boy, what a big snap.
I wanted to put a button on the Seahawks game there. Seattle gets the football back, but DK Metcalf is injured right now. It is a rib injury for DK and is questionable to return. We'll let you know if he's in the lineup after they come out of a TV timeout in Detroit. Here comes 3rd and goal at Raymond James Stadium.
Yards of offense in this first half for the Buccaneers, but only 3 points. Evans back into the near side. 3rd and goal. To the ground, straight ahead. It's White. And his way to the end zone for the touchdown. How about that? The Bucs on 3rd and goal.
And the Buccaneers able to pop it in, and they're going to take the lead. It'll make it 10-7 when the extra point is kicked. The coach's challenge flag here.
With that left hand.
Let's listen in. Dean Blandino explains.
He goes down and then has to get up and continue to run. They won't allow the advance, but it looks like he stumbled forward. If Dupree didn't touch him, to me, this looks like a first down, but it's very close. And I'm not sure if we have the right angle to tell whether he touched him or not.
Thanks, Dean. Again, it was initially ruled that Dillon was short, that he was touched on the field, so there must be conclusive evidence that he was not touched by Bud Dupree. Taking a look at it.
They're seeing the angles we saw.
So check this out in the Ravens and Bengals game. Baltimore punts it away. The return man for Cincinnati is Charlie Jones, the rookie. Purdue, Boilermaker, and has space. The flag came in, but spoiler alert, the flag was against Baltimore, and Charlie Jones houses it. How about an 81-yard punt return for a touchdown? The last time the Bengals had a punt return for a touchdown was Adam Pac-Man Jones back in 2012, and Charlie Jones goes 81 yards today. Pac-Man Jones's punt return was 81 yards for the Bengals in 2012. That's some weird symmetry. And we go triple box with 3 teams in the red zone.
He's at the bottom of your screen out of the backfield. Herbert's looking to his right. Pass is complete to Everett, and Everett's trying to drag the defenders inside the 10. Now they're trying to knock the football away.
I wish I had been strong enough where they couldn't knock me down. I would have been down with the first guy. There were 5 guys that hit him, Jay, and he's still struggling. And at that point, the guys are coming in trying.
First and goal from the 9 on the toss. This is Reed. Turns the corner. Takes it to the end zone for a Packers touchdown.
Herbert looking left, pumping left, throwing back to the end zone. Palmer, he caught it. Did he stay in? He did. Joshua Palmer with his 8th career touchdown.
Well, every play is reviewed, so they're talking about it. Did he drag the toe of that left foot? The right foot looks like it's in bounds.
Ooh, I didn't see the left foot
touch. You know, this is a new field. This is no longer natural grass. The grass used to be higher in that end zone because it would grow more on that side of the field.
I don't know if he dragged that left foot.
Yeah, and you don't have the black tire anymore because it's court. You can't see it quite as good.
Yeah, the officials.
Oh, that one kind of looked like it touched there.
He dots it right there.
Well, the officials have waved it off.
So now it's 4th down.
Brandon Staley should have that challenge flag out if he's talking to his coaches up in the booth.
Was it definitive enough, James? I mean, it kind of looked like it, but...
you know what? It's 6 points that you would have on the board.
There's the challenge.
Yes.
Flag goes down before the snap.
Yeah, Brandon Staley challenged it.
You know, that's what the challenge flag is for, not the analytics, but your gut. Your gut tells you, we need points against the Tennessee Titans.
Well,
points are hard to come by.
Hopefully I got somebody up in the booth telling me, too, like, yes, you're going to win this challenge. It's one you should use.
Well, again, initially called a touchdown.
That is a razor-thin call. They're going to have to look at that multiple times for the Chargers to see if Palmer scraped that left foot on the ground. Seattle, they're going up and down the field a little bit here between the Lions and the Seahawks. Noah Fant from
ended up called incomplete.
So,
on the field.
the ruling on the field now is incomplete in that Chargers game. Not a touchdown that would be a scoring review, but incomplete. Thus, Brandon Staley had to throw the red coach's challenge flag. Noah Fant in this game, that was a 31-yard completion. Geno is 9 of 11 for 105 yards passing. Here's 3rd and 10.
Got to get to the 17. Smith standing in. Now he's in trouble. Back foot throw incomplete. Had time initially, but then it started to break down, and a good job on coverage by Detroit. Here comes the field goal team.
Really nice job here. Cam Sutton has DK Lockett one-on-one.
You're seeing Tyler Lockett on a replay there. This was the play, though. You saw this live with us earlier in the first quarter where DK Metcalf was sandwiched in between 2 Lions defenders. It was this game, Seattle at Detroit last year, that DK Metcalf was carted into the locker room for an entirely different reason. But this time it's a rib injury, and Seattle, no DK Metcalf in the lineup at the moment, and no points on the end of this drive. Jason Myers, usually trustworthy kicker in the controlled environment in the Dome in Detroit. just shanks that one. Never had a chance. Wide left. And we stay tied at 7 between the Lions and the Seahawks. A 3rd and 7 for Patrick Mahomes, birthday boy, turned 28 today. And Mahomes, right side, hits his man. But as the receiver was going to the ground, the ball gets popped loose. And they're calling that a turnover. Turnover for the Jags in Kansas City territory. Foyesade Oluokun had the recovery. Foye Oluokun, one of the good defenders for the Jags, with the recovery there, and Jacksonville will be set up. Meanwhile, back in Buffalo, the Raiders down by a touchdown midway through the second quarter.
And the Jets ran all over them, and I'm sure they were irritated by that question all week as well, as they've been all over Jacobs.
Buffalo loves to rotate that defensive front, don't they, Trent?
They do. Keep people fresh and getting into the backfield. And Ed Oliver's been a big presence. We already talked about, Melanie did, about Von Miller coming back here hopefully in a couple of weeks just to add more depth to that side of the ball.
Into the nickel, second down and 13. Jacobs a block. Garoppolo. Look out! Russo got him from behind. Bringing him down about the 29. He may have fallen.
Greg Russo, the man nicknamed Groot, comes up with the quarterback sack there of Jimmy Garoppolo. And the game rewind shows you Jimmy Garoppolo ad-libbing a play with a nice lofted pass to Davante Adams. That was a 21-yarder that got the Raiders into Bills territory. 4 catches for 72 yards, and the touchdown for the Raiders is Davante Adams' stat line here in the first half. Here's 3rd and 12.
So he fell forward for a yard. 3rd down and 12. Garoppolo, Epinesa can't get him. Blocked by Miller. Garoppolo to the air. Incomplete, wide and short, and looking for Carter. So it's 4th down. They're going to try for 3.
Go ahead.
Here we go now with the field goal try. Carlson, all-pro a season ago. 47-yard attempt. Last year you see what he was, just missing 3 on 37 tries. A.J. Cole, the punter, is the holder. This is maybe the best punter long snap combination in the NFL, and he gets the field goal of 47 yards away. Adams caught one for 19. Jacobs caught one for 10.
Well, the call on the field stood. Incomplete pass on the Josh Palmer would-be touchdown. So on the next play, a penalty comes in, and Justin Herbert says, I'll just throw it to the end zone. And then, Keenan Allen is there, says his defender was not tall enough to get me on the jump ball, and they call this a touchdown. There were 2 penalties on this play, both against Tennessee. Keenan Allen's like, what the heck? Mike Vrabel's like, what the heck? And they explain it to everybody. After some discussion, it is a touchdown. Herbert to Keenan Allen, and I think the Chargers are lining up to go for 2 here, guys. Can we go live to the Tennessee game right now? Let's go live to Tennessee. They're lining up to go for 2 to try and make this an 11-0 lead. Curious. So what they did is they took the second penalty and accepted the yardage, put it on the 1-yard line, and the pass. Oh, it's tackle eligible. Big boy 2-point conversion.
And the Chargers go on top 11-0. The Biggins getting involved.
Well, I'm so happy right here. Watch on the end of the line, your tackle coming out. Little tackle eligible on the 2-point conversion. Reward the big guys for doing all the work, being unselfish, getting in the end zone.
All right, so we've had a flurry of activity that leads to the touchdown and 2-point conversion. You know, we had a touchdown.
So they had that in their bag, and they got a chance to use it, and it cashes in for them. 7-7 between the Ravens and the Bengals. 3rd and 3. Justice Hill denied the line to gain, and we'll see what the Bengals do. They elect to go for the field goal. 4th down. Justin Tucker missed a 59-yarder earlier. This from 44, and you betcha, when you're a Hall of Famer, you just shake off a miss and say, that one will go right through the sticks. Ravens retake the lead, 10-7 in the 3rd